what's up, Rising Youth? I'm Ivan if we haven't met, and today I'm going to be running you guys through a really quick tutorial on how to play Nothing Else by Cody Carnes on the guitar. It's a super easy song to play. It's only 4 chords, so let's get into it. Alright, so throughout the tutorial I'm going to be referring to the strings as numbers. So then there's six strings, that's 5, but there's 6 strings on a guitar. And the strings are numbered from 1 to 6, from the smallest string to the thickest string. So the smallest string is 1, and then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whenever I'm referring to a numbered string, that's what I'm talking about. So 6 is the thickest, and the thinnest is 1. One other thing is these things here, these sections here, they're called frets. So when I'm referring to a fret, this is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and so on. So it starts from first fret is this first section, and then it goes up from there. So when I'm referring to frets, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so the first chord we're playing is called a D minor, and the way you play it is index finger on the first fret of the first string. Your middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So it should look something like that. Alright, so the second chord we're playing is called an F chord. It's a bit of an easier version of the chord. So the way you play it is index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. So it should look something like that. And the third chord we're playing is called an A minor chord, and it's probably the easiest chord that we're going to be playing. So this is how you do it. It's the index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And yeah, probably the easiest chord that we're going to be doing. And the 4th and final chord that we're playing is called a G chord. And this is how you play it. So you got your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. 6th, such a hard word to say. And then your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string down there. And that's the shape of a G chord. So that's the last chord we're doing. Alright, so in terms of the strumming pattern, it's kind of hard to explain how to do it. So I'll kind of just show you guys the sort of rhythm of it. So it's sort of a down, 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 up, that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like a. So now we know what the chords are and the strumming pattern and how to play it. But now I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like when you play it with the song. So I'm going to get Spotify open on my iPad, and we'll go from there. So a bit of a bonus section for you guys who want to step it up, take it to the next level. So you can either just strum the chords like normal, like how I showed you guys, but that can be a bit boring. So in the quiet sections you can do some finger picking patterns. So really what it is just like picking the individual strings Yeah, so you hold the same chord shape with your fretting hand, but with your picking hand or strumming hand. Instead of just strumming straight, you can actually pick the individual strings and yeah, just play around with it and you'll come up with something nice. So yeah, so an example of finger picking pattern would be something like this. So you can just either strum, so that's just strumming straight, but finger picking can be something like, so that's a combination of strumming and picking. So you go strum, pick, strum, pick. So you just kind of alternate between the both. Yeah, so the finger picking isn't something that I can exactly explain exactly how to do. It's more of something that you do and you practice, and over time you just get better at. So for you guys who really want to step it up to the next level, you can do something in combination with the finger picking. You can do something called hammer-ons, and basically what that is with your fretting hand here is when you start without the note kind of held down. So you start with it off, and then as you strum, you kind of hit it down. So here's an example of that. Let me just put the camera. Yeah, so for example, with the A minor chord, you start with one of the notes off, and as you pick it, you kind of hammer your finger down. So that's why it's called a hammer-on. And you can do the opposite, and it's called a pull-off, which is when you start with it on and you pull off. Guys, so that was the tutorial for Nothing Else by Cody Carnes on guitar. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was straightforward and not too confusing. Yeah, and just make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on post notifications so that you can see future tutorials on HZYtv.